Hello and welcome to The Advice Nut. The Advice Nut at live.com. The Advice Nut at live.com. You can also reach me on my website, theadvicenut.tripod.com. Let's get to our first email. I'm sitting here just crying. I have been dating this guy for almost a year now. I lost my virginity to him and am basically crazy about him, but he has had a lot of girlfriends and had a past as a partier. However, while he does not go out as much, there is something about him that truly bothers me. He's obsessed with pictures of naked girls and pornography in general. I know I should not do this, but I have gone on his email before and seen that he had several pictures of his girlfriends and girls I didn't even know he had hooked up with under his images tag. These were before I met him, but I was still angry and upset that he still kept them if he was serious about me. I asked blatantly if he still had pictures of his ex-girlfriends, and he laughed and said, no, of course not. And when I went on his email again later, I saw that they were all deleted. I cannot get mad at him for this. I knew he lied, so he would not hurt me or make me mad. 6 months went by, and out of curiosity, I checked his email. It turns out that he subscribed to a bunch of picture magazines, such as Med Art, full of beautiful naked models. I'm just so hurt that he is looking at these pictures. For one, I feel like I am not satisfying him enough. I work out, wear makeup, and try to make myself attractive, yet there is still no way I could compare to these models, and it's obvious that's what he likes. I think my boyfriend is the best looking guy in the world, and I'm attracted to him in every way. I have no need to look at pictures or videos of guys, but he doesn't feel the same about me, obviously. He has even asked me for pictures, and like an idiot, I sent him a few without my face. But I did this to make him happy. I thought maybe if he got pictures from me, he wouldn't be tempted to look at porn or whatever else. I know that there's nothing I can do to change him, and I do love him, but my stomach is in knots. I can't stop crying. I wish I could cope with these feelings in a healthy way. You know, there's a few things that we as women need to come to a realization about. One of them is that men are visual. Just because a man looks at another woman, just because a man watches porno, likes looking at naked pictures, does not mean that he doesn't want you. They're just visual. They really are. They're just visual people. So that's just the way men are. Another thing we need to come to the realization, and it took me a long time to come to this realization too, is that love does hurt. We don't want to believe that it does, but it does. Right now I don't see why you're hurt, but your reasoning for being hurt is, one, this is the first man you ever had sex with. So that's an emotional thing too, and women are emotional. And you say you love him, but this is just something you're going to have to get past. And I'm going to tell you something else you did. You had absolutely no business going in this man's email. See, the problem is when you snoop, you may find something, and you have to be prepared to find something. If you're going to snoop and then find something and then decide you're not going to deal with it, or you are going to deal with it, is one thing. But to snoop, get mad, and then upset, and then say, I don't know what to do. You should have known what you were going to do had you ran across it. See, what you should have done is sat down and said, okay, if he's looking at these pictures, I'm going to do this, 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 and that. Don't sit there and look at the pictures and then start crying. He had him before. You knew he was lying before, and he'll lie again. Regardless of why he lied, he will lie again. But you're just going to have to get over the fact that men are visual, and that love does hurt. And once you realize these things, you will be better off. But you had no business snooping. So you can approach him if you want to, but he's lied already before. So now you have to sit down and decide, what am I going to do about this situation? And once you figure it out, you will be happy. All right, let's get to our next email. I think I'm one of those people who is too screwed up to have a happy relationship. I'm one of those women who's been raped and abused and had a rough past and now tries to sabotage everything good in her life. It's very cliche, but that's how I am. I just keep ruining things for myself over and over. I really do want to share my heart with somebody and be happy, but I don't think I have the capacity for it. Everyone has the capacity to be happy. But the one thing you need to understand about being happy is inside of you. No one thing, no person can make you happy. You have to make up your mind you're going to be happy. Now, I recommend counseling. But counseling doesn't work if you are not willing. If you're not a willing participant, you can sit there and talk to a counselor forever. But until you make up your mind that you're going to be happy, it won't work. And you've been in this rut so long until you probably don't know how to be happy. But it's like an alcoholic or drug addict. Fall, get back up. Fall, get back up. You may fall many a time, but at some point you'll get up and you're going to stay up. But I do recommend counseling. You can go to my website and there'll be some information on the website about rape, abuse, and how to get help. And like I said, all the help in the world is not going to help you until you make up your mind. And this is a pattern with you, and you have to learn to break that. You're going to have to learn to break that pattern, and I'm hoping counseling will work. All right, that's the Advice Nut. The Advice Nut at live.com. The Advice Nut at live.com. You can visit my website at theadvicenut.tripod.com. Until next time.